Let's now take a look at the lifts which my hotel has. And these lifts are so bad, they're actually good. These are some extremely cheap single speed little lifts. And while single speed's nice on an interesting old lift, for a modern lift, for it to be single speed is like, what? Another thing worth noting is that when the lift stops at a floor, it feels like it's emergency stopping because it has that wobble to it as the lift stops. Now on an old-fashioned single-speed lift, because single speed and emergency stop are the same thing, usually the stop's very controlled. It feels like it's meant to do it. However, on these lifts, they feel like they're not intended to be single speed. It feels like they're intended to have a levelling speed. So to stop it as single speed means it's effectively emergency stopping each time it stops. And it feels like it's not meant to do that. So then, let's now take a look at the motor room. And the ladder up to the motor room is coming away from a wall and feels very dangerous. And in the motor room itself, it looks an utter tip. But from here, we can get to see quite how cheap this lift is. It has a very small motor, which is sitting on a frame, which looks not very well structurally supported. And the logic is some weird thing, which I've never seen before.
The ceiling's so low, I can't even stand up. I'm only sort of crouch. It's terrible, this is. Send it back up. Wobbles. The whole thing it's standing on wobbles. Fuck, that wobbles. That entire... It's got no diagonals on that. There's no supporting diagonals, so the whole thing wobbles and starts and stops. That is so... Oh my days. The wires... Oh, that's the wires for it. And there's a wire sticking out. What the fuck? What is this shit?
So then I now tried to take a ride on top of the lift. Sadly though, this thing seems like it's dangerous to go on top of.
So then, I'm now going to explain why this lift is so bad. As well as being incredibly cheap and absolutely horrible, it didn't work in inspection correctly. So, this is what it looks like on top. Bit of wires everywhere, it's not so good. Not sure what that thing there is. So I put the lift on inspection, got two switches. I tried every combination of those two switches. Got onto what I thought was inspection, got off the lift, shut the doors to test that it was inspection, which I don't always do, but this one I wanted to test it because I was so unsure. So glad I did, because it drove off on inspection, which shouldn't do that at all, that's very bad. Couldn't call it back, and this is the only set of doors I can open in the entire shaft. A lift drove down to the bottom, 3 floors below, so how do I get back on top of the lift to take it out of that mode now? It's now 3 floors below and I can't open the doors on that floor. So I had to open these set of doors, reach all the way down and unlatch the doors below and open them. And as these doors are not sprung for some reason, the next set of doors was then open. So I come up here, close this set of doors, walk down the stairs to the floor below, and then keep repeating that, opening each set of doors manually by reaching down until I then managed to get back on top of the lift again to take it out of inspection. It really is that bad. So a bit of a fire foul, you cannot get out without the pass. You need the pass to be able to exit the building. If that goes wrong, you're a bit fucked.